Hello everybody, and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society, the Emperor's Challenge, where we are doing Status Collector and Collect Token Master. I have actually gotten some sleep, not as much as I wanted to, because I spent about 4 or 5 hours dealing with a plumbing issue later on in the night that I didn't know was a problem when we came home. But I have gotten some sleep, and I am more than ready to get back into Renowned Explorers International Society, especially because I got a very good tip while I was away. Thank you everyone who left a comment while I was gone, and continued watching as well. I'm sorry I couldn't get back to you right away, but now that I'm back, here we go. And the tip was that on a recent campaign, I lost to the Emerged Island as an aggressive crew, because the boss there not be injured by aggressive attacks, which I knew going into it, but what I didn't realize is that my speech attacks on that crew were going to be so bad that I couldn't compensate. Anyway, oftentimes on the Emerged Island, I find 3 crystals that I can combine to make a clear crystal, and I've done this almost every time I go to the Emerged Island. I'm pretty familiar with it. That's not new. But what I didn't realize is that if you choose to smash the clear crystal instead of taking it as a reward, apparently the boss can then be attacked by regular aggressive attacks. He loses his incorporeability, whatever that is. So thank you very much to the commenter who pointed that out. Assuming I have that right, I hope I do. I am very excited to try that again with that new knowledge, and we do have an aggressive crew here, so I may indeed go to the Emerged Island when we have the choice. That shouldn't be this time, though. That'll be next time? Yeah, it'll be next time. So, yeah, interesting to keep in mind. Okay. Both cats have simultaneously woken up and gone to the other room and are now being silent, which is about the only thing that can strike fear into my heart. And I'm a little concerned, especially because they are both rather peeved at the moment. They do not like being left alone at all. It bothers them to no end. They hate it, but they hate it so much that when we get back and we offer to give them attention, they will sit on the floor away from us and pout and glare at us because they're mad that we were gone, and they won't take advantage of the fact that we are now not gone anymore. So yeah, so they haven't gotten their attention yet because we tried to give it to them last night a little bit before we went to bed, and they wouldn't take it. And so they're wandering around showing their disapproval, mostly by climbing on furniture they're not supposed to, finding piles of things they're not allowed to touch, and shoving said things off the furniture they're not supposed to be on onto the floor. Yeah. The pride and joy of owning cats. Anyway, so that's a thing. So they are probably currently pushing all of my stacks of papers and all of the mail that was around when we got back onto the floor and spreading it around the kitchen. And if I'm lucky, they won't shove too much of it into the water bowl, which is their other big trick. We'll see. We'll catch up on them later. How does that sound? Let's, for now, continue on this run because I'm very excited to do it. I love Renowned Explorers, and I didn't get to play it all while I was gone, and so I'm very happy to get back into it. Let's start with our research. I have pretty much always had the trend of spending my research first before anything else, and multiple people have concurred with me that that is the correct choice, so we're going to continue to do that. Now, normally, I would go ahead and finish this history tree, for many reasons, not least of which is extra supplies, because I do like those supplies. But also this extra token from Study Insight, or Study Campaign and Collect whenever you spend Insight, is really nice, and I probably should grab that. But that's as far as I'm going to go down this tree. You know what? I'm going to come back to that. Never mind. Nope. I have to do it now. Okay, I'm going to take that, and then I'm done with this tree, for now. And the reason for that is because I want to unlock Psychology before my next expedition, and I have a reason for that, and we'll get to that. So I'm going to unlock Psychology. That gives us +2 campaign whenever we enter a Wits challenge. Okay. And I'm already out of research, but I really want to get to Power of Secrets. Extra status, extra gold from secrets. That's what I want to get to. I don't know if I can get to it with the current amount of study we have because my influence points are not great. Well, I mean, 7 out of 5 is pretty good, but I don't get a lot of study for that. So I can gain 126 to a 224 status for every insight. And so I hate to spend it on anything else, just because that's so powerful. But I can get 12 to 18 research here. 12 to 18 research is probably not going to quite be enough to get me one extra spot on my tree. But I would like to get these barter apples. The reason I'm in this tree is because I really want to get power secrets. I think I said that. But the reason I want to get power secrets is because we have so much status that we can actually afford, for the first time, one of these master specialists. And the one I want, of course, because we're in a status challenge, is Master Paparazzi Kulan. You get one secret whenever you resolve an encounter in an attitude of choice. So I would love to grab that perk that boosts the power of our secrets, but it may have to wait until next time just because our lack of research. And I hate to spend all my insight on research. Even if I did, I would only get about 70 to 100, and I don't think that would be enough to get to that anyway. So I think I'm going to try to get enough to get Art of Bartering. That will help me out in my explorations, at least, because I haven't unlocked any additional supply capacity yet. And we'll get this. We'll go on our merry way, and we'll try to get that power of secrets next time. I think that's going to be the plan. So let's do a couple study, hopefully just one, but it may be two, in order to afford that barter helper unlock. Yep, gonna have to be two. That's very unfortunate. But there we go. All right, so we'll grab that. And we do want to make sure we purchase those, but before I use too much of my status, let's go ahead and grab this Master Paparazzi, because that's what I really want. There we go. And Master Paparazzi Kulan. Hello, Kulan. I don't actually know. Yeah, I think this is the right choice. We really want that secret, so we're going to do that. And our counter choice is going to be aggressive. We may have to do occasional battles that are other things, but our main focus is definitely aggressive. There we go. You know, now that I say that, I think I actually have gotten one of these before, but I'm really excited about trying these guys out some more. All right, there we go. Very cool. Now, did I unlock anything else I care about? Well, the extra campaign whenever you resolve encounter aggressive wouldn't be bad. 150 for that, might as well grab it. That's cheap and easy. I don't really care about the collect. We'll skip on that for now. And I don't really care about the study either. So there we go. Now, let's go take a look at helper entourages, because I said that I would go do that more often. And there's one of our quests finishing, which is great. And specifically, these barterers, which will give us a supply capacity each when we unlock them. Hello, Merlin. Are you done shoving things onto the floor? Was that a great time you had? Yep. Look how proud I am. Yep, come check out my handiwork. No, I'll check out your handiwork in a minute, okay? Okay. So I should definitely grab at least a couple of these, because that extra supply capacity makes it a lot easier to move around in the overmap, which means we can get more stuff faster. I would also like to enhance my gold token a little bit so that I can at least get a start on this collect token master. Right now, we have an average of 12, and we need an average of 16. And each of these is going to add an average of 1.5. So 2 of them is not going to be sufficient. We need 3 of them to get to that goal. But they're relatively cheap, especially early, so we should probably do that. So yeah, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. That should take care of that, and I do want at least a couple of these barterers. Ooh, can't afford that next one, but after I spend some insight, I bet I can. There we go. There's our collect token master. Excellent. And, 4 points for the next level of it. That's not bad at all, but 24. That's going to be difficult. That's going to be real difficult. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Let's take a look at our new entourage shop, because we haven't done that yet. Oh, we got some... let's see here. 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, okay. That is fine. Oh, Rogue Merciless, okay. Now, Phelan just got a couple rogue perks from her quest, her campfire quest. And Merciless is not one of them, so we could give her Rogue Merciless. That would be interesting. Don't need the other 2, really. Not with this team. Engineer Piloting wouldn't be bad. +2 campaign whenever we enter a technique challenge wouldn't be terrible either. Some extra research from campaign? That could be really nice. Help us fill out that tree a little bit better. Okay, and we got a beautiful smile, which I believe we already have. Yes, on Feilin. We don't have it on Jean-Pierre, but you know. Okay, let's take a look. Let's spend some more insight, and yeah, we get a lot from every insight we spend here in terms of campaign. Look at that, 200 campaign and 48 gold for 1 insight. That's great. We're gonna go ahead and spend some more of that. And just try to get a little bit stronger. Look at all that gold. Over 1,100. Awesome. Okay, there we go. And that got us back up to over 1,000 status as well, which is great. That's going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and grab that. There was a couple here I liked. Okay, so I like the Rogue Merciless one, but I want to check our store first to see if there's an item that will give that perk, because I think I recall that. We'll check that later. But I do want this 1 to 2 research from campaign. I think that's going to help a lot. And I probably should have got that before I spent all that insight. I know. I did it in the wrong order, didn't I? Oh well. We'll grab it now. And try not to make that mistake again. I probably will, but we'll try not to make it again. And that's all that matters, right? Let's check our shop real quick. Not this one. This one. Beguiler Storytelling. Quick Thinker Wits. Diplomat Politics. Naturalist Astronomy. And Tactician Military History. Okay, so this one does not have any rogue items in it. I know there is a shop that has them. Maybe we'll find that one later. For now, I'm not going to concern myself too much more about it. Do we want any of this stuff? Engineer Combustion wouldn't be bad. For Hattis, she only has 1 rank in Engineer. I wouldn't mind getting another one. There's a really cheap one here, of course, in Advanced Tools. We could grab that as well. Athlete Stamina we have already, so we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, let's just go ahead, and for now, we'll just go ahead and grab the Monkey Wrench for Hattis. That will just help her out a little bit. I could get Beguiler Seduction for 200. She already has Beautiful Smile, but Seduction could help. And remember, each level of Beguiler gives us extra rewards at the end of each campaign. So for 200, that is probably worth it just for that. Alright, excellent. Level 5 Beguiler now. Cool. And you know what? I'm going to spend 200 more to, you know what? Am I going to do that? Yeah, I am going to do that. As weird as it sounds, I normally wouldn't do this. I'm going to spend 200 more gold to give Jean-Pierre two more levels of Beguiler. Just because we get 3 campaign per level of Beguiler, 3 campaign tokens per level of Beguiler at the end of every expedition. And we've just increased our levels of Beguiler by 3. So that's not bad. And, okay, and we got a quest finish for Trinket Collector there. Very nice, for buying 2 trinkets from the shop. Excellent. Let's check on my entourage just one more time here. Tactician, Quick Thinker, Survivalist. Quick Thinker wouldn't be bad. Escape Artist or Reflexes. We don't have Reflexes. Sure, let's give Hattis Reflexes. That sounds like a great idea. There we go. And we did that one already. Archaeologist, Diplomat, or Rogue. Here's Rogue. Mischief or Surprise. And this specialist gave Merciless. Alright. So I could give her Mischief. That would be fine. I could give her actually Mischief and Merciless at some point. That would probably be not a bad choice. Sure. So Feilin, going to learn Mischief. Okay. And then we can go in here. And are we slightly short? Yeah, so we're 8 short to get Merciless as well. But that's okay. We'll get it at some point. Level 3 Rogue. I very rarely have Rogues. So I'm glad to have at least a level 3 one. That might come in handy. What does she learn here? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. That is fine. We do have a little bit of gold left. And I wouldn't mind buying just some attack items, just to help us out in getting rid of some of the mooks in some of these later combats. Wouldn't mind that at all. Wow, if I sell this glove for 15, I will be 1 gold short of getting the adventure gloves, which is really unfortunate. I'm tempted to sell this 1 speech defense to avoid it, and I think I am in fact going to do that. I'm going to give Jean-Pierre the good gloves. I'm going to sell these cheap gloves, and sell a rusty ring or a leather vest. Probably a leather vest. Jean-Pierre has quite a bit of defense. He doesn't need that 1 armor too badly. And that still put us just short, so I'm going to also sell the Rusty Ring. One speech defense won't be not the end of the world, and that will let us afford the Adventure Gloves for Hattis, which should make her AoE, her piercing shot, even more powerful than it already is. Alright. I also want to consider at some point giving Phelan some books, because her War Dance is very strong, and we may end up using that even more often than we use her kick. But we'll see. Okay, let's move along. This is looking pretty good. Very close to getting our Renown tokens. We did level up our Collect token once, so at least that reset Ravelo's process. And we're doing decently already on our 10-point status collector. And we're 20 points ahead of Ravelo. Can't complain. Let's go ahead and pick our next destination. Do we want to go to the Indian Venture? Do we want to go to the Memphis Desert or the Highlands? Well, we want status, but we also want to make sure we pick a place that goes good with our traits. Rogue and Athlete for the desert, those are both things that we have. And Rogue comes in handy quite often there, as I recall. Rogue, Survivalist, and Engineer. I don't have a very good Engineer, but a little bit. Definitely don't have a good Survivalist or a Diplomat. And then we have the Highlands, which gives status in gold, which is great, and requires a Beguiler, which is awesome. But a friendly approach really makes this place easier, and I don't have it. So, you know what? Let's do the desert. I think that's going to be fun. We don't have the Archaeologist, which I love to have for the desert, but the Athlete and the Rogue may come in handy regardless. Okay. Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Very nice. Okay. Excuse me, took a drink there. The Egyptian desert. Let's try to find the Temple of War. There it is. Okay, we're done. We can leave. Oh, well, no, not quite yet. By chance, a British expedition passes you. The leader of the caravan approaches you with enthusiasm. Another group of fine explorers. Be careful not to dry out in the desert. Visit an oasis to replenish your supplies. He hands over a map of all the oases. Oases? Oases. Maybe. John Piet accepts it. Excellent. There they are. Those will indeed come in handy. And let's go. Alright, so our quests are Collector of Campaign. That's great. We want to do that anyway. And Retriever of Treasure. Okay, interesting. Now we also do have our new Entourage. Can't forget about that. That gives us a secret every time we resolve combat in an aggressive manner. So here's an encounter. Let's go get a free secret, shall we? What a rare sight. A group of British goons without a leader. They are approaching you. They catch up to you and one starts talking. We cannot find our boss, but we are sure he wants you gone. Usually he tells us how to behave during a confrontation, but since he's not here, we're going to use an aggressive manner. That's great for me. I want to be aggressive too. Give me 1 second here. All right, sorry for the small delay. And you can see that it does show us, hopefully, our extra secret and our extra campaign that we'll get from our entourages if we resolve this aggressively, which we are definitely going to do. Show me what your new piercing arrow is like, Hattis. I would really like to see that. Ooh, actually not as good as I would have hoped. That is unfortunate. But I can still take out 2 of these on the first turn, and that's good enough for me. Mindbender. Deal 80 speech damage to a single target at once. That's very unlikely to happen. I can try, but the only one who really has even a shot at that is Phelan. And that doesn't seem like something that's probably going to take place. That's okay. Yeah. We're quite ahead of Ravelo. I'm not worried about giving him that 1 point. I'd rather make sure we get our secret. Do these guys have a good deal of armor, or are they just pretty healthy? Let's take a look. They have a decent amount of armor. Not a lot, but enough that it's preventing me from one-shotting them, which is fine. I was just curious. Okay, there we go. That was easy. Give me that secret. There we go. Nice. Goons without a leader are like a fish without fins. The goons leave you slightly disoriented, and you can continue your journey. And Jean-Piet leveled up, so let's go ahead and check that out. Nerves of Steel. Jean-Piet will gain resistance to terrified attacks. Or Merchant Sailor, +3 collect token in Cape Town. Okay. Interesting. I don't think we're probably going to be spending Insight in Cape Town very often. So I'll go ahead and take the Nerves of Steel. It might come in handy. Alright, we got a Diplomat and Archaeologist challenge. We don't have either of those. Or a Tactician, Beguiler, Quick Thinker. We do have 2 of those, so we'll risk that one. Oh, it could be a Nature challenge too, though. Oh, yes, this one. 2 crew members will go exploring, while others set up camp. Which crew member will go exploring? Well, we don't have a great person for exploring here. I usually like to send a scout who has Quick Thinker if I don't have anyone else, which we do have, so that would be good. I wonder if a rogue would be a good person to send, though. We should, let's just send Tatis. I think that's the right choice. All right. And typically, I like to leave someone who has either Tactician or some sort of defensive option, and I don't have anyone with those options, obviously. So I'm gonna leave my Athlete and hope that goes well. Oh, they got lost. All right. Well, yeah, needed a Survivalist. Don't have a Survivalist. So we're probably going to lose 2 supplies here, but 43% chance. I don't know. Could get lucky. Can hope. Hey, there we go. Very nice. And we got a resolve from that, too. Hatis heads southwards, and within moments, they arrive back at camp. Phelan is so impressed with Hatis's navigation skills that the crew's resolve is bolstered. For this event, sometimes the event happens to the person you leave behind, and sometimes the event happens to the 2 people you send off, and you don't know which one. So it's just a matter of trying to split your party up in a way that you hope their skills will be adequate to whatever challenge they face. And in that one, we got lucky. Excellent. Let's see if we can find our hidden hoard. You never know. No. Everyone is growing weak. When the crew sees there is another hill to climb, they lose all hope and decide to rest. This costs you some supplies, but because Jean-Piet is a level 3 athlete, he boldly goes on motivating the rest to do so because he is strong and we don't lose any supplies. That's awesome. We got another encounter here, and I'd love to get another secret, so let's go ahead and do that. A group of scorpions. Okay, they have a bag of golden coins, and we can either distract them, we can sneak by them, or we can fight them. Now, I can sneak by them. I have no doubt that I can do that because Phelan is a very, very good rogue. But I want that secret, and I think that secret is worth fighting them, so we're going to do that. Alright. Oh, no, it's not showing up here, showing that I will get that extra reward, but we'll see if we get it anyway. I'm curious. Mood switcher. Switch the mood 3 times. We might be able to do that. Maybe. We'll see. Go ahead and start by taking out one of these guys. Probably should have started with friendly, actually, because it would have been really easy to switch to devious afterwards. Oh well. A small thing. And, we try to switch to friendly. We should probably just try to switch to devious. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. Okay, perfect. This should not only switch us to devious, which will give us a buff if this hits. It did not hit. Well, so much for that idea. It sounded good on paper. Or looked good on paper? Yeah, I suppose it can't sound good on paper, can it? That is probably not the correct idiom. Alright, hopefully they just don't all gang up on Hatis, and we should be okay, as long as they don't do that. Okay, good. They kind of spread their focus out a little bit. Okay, we should be able to get Mood Switcher this next turn. Not too shabby. Oh, nice. Good miss there. For us. Not so much for them. Let's see. So let's start with Jean-Piet. Yeah, we'll take out one of them. That will switch us over to Devious. And then we'll try to back Hatis up to a spot where she can get a good piercing arrow across them. He maybe can hit 2, and that should be sufficient. Yep, there we go. Very nice. That'll give us 3 tokens. Yeah, right, because hit 2 and killed at least, or hit someone with aggressive attack and then 1 for each one you killed with that aggressive attack. So there's your 3 to go back to hostile. We got our Moon Switcher. We just need to finish off this last Scorpion. And we can almost do it with 1 attack. It's close. Can I assassinate for more damage? Yes, there we go. I very rarely get a chance to use assassinate effectively, but that's a good one. Did we get our secret? No. I wonder why. That's interesting. Maybe because it was an optional fight? Phelan enthusiastically runs toward Jean-Piet. You won't believe what just happened. Jean-Piet notices Phelan's approach to telling the story is different. Okay, so what do we want here? Oh, geez. Well, she already has all of the things she can get. That's really unfortunate. Can we... Seduction and Beautiful Smile. Neither of those. And she already has Sense of Humor and Astonishing. And she already has Storyteller. Well then. So she cannot learn any of these, can she? Or can she learn Storyteller? Oh, she can learn Storyteller because that was going to be her next upgrade. But I don't really want to give her an Engineer perk, so that's kind of a waste too. Or I could just get a secret, which seems like a real waste. Alright, I'm going to improve her storytelling, and I guess we'll give her an Engineer perk when she levels up. At least it's an extra little buff to her stats. Phelan tells an unbelievable tale about how she just saw Pinkerton talking to the Crocodile God, discussing the possible location of the Anti-Explorer base, which is full of dinosaurs. What an insane story. Jean-Pierre can't stop laughing. That is ridiculous. An Anti-Explorer base full of dinosaurs? I mean, come on. Who would believe that? What a night. Jean-Pierre has a great idea. Maybe he and Phelan should write a book. It will be called The Amazing Adventures of Jean-Pierre and Phelan. It's going to be a bestseller. The two head off as better friends in search of even greater adventures. Alright, so that's the end of his storyline. I've never done that one before. That was pretty nice. We get a permanent plus 5% speech power and plus 5 grit to Jean-Pierre because he likes Phelan. And we get 10% attack power on Phelan because she likes Jean-Pierre. Excellent. And we do have some supplies here, so let's go ahead and grab those. We're at 7 out of 11. Oh, and epic encounter. Awesome. The desert is merciless, but sometimes the sands hide something valuable. A trained survivalist might be able to find solace and wealth. I'm willing to risk losing the supply for the chance of gaining 2 supplies, so sure, let's do it. Nice, very good roll for us. Nice job, Hattis. Fantastic, Hattis manages to find edible roots and some lost coins, and we get 2 supplies to collect a campaign and an extra collect. Alright, up to 8 supplies. Let's go check out this epic encounter here. Magnificent! You've found the Temple of Thoth. Some explorers have already tried to explore this temple, but they were never heard of again. Let's try it. The temple is an amazing sight. You move forward through the hall, where you find some human bones lying ahead. Hattis is looking distracted when you hear a click, but she is a level 3 quick thinker, and so she thinks fast, and is not caught off guard. Another impressive feat, and this will give us, you know what? This will keep us sharp. All crew members gain, this crew member is sharp and alert. After the close encounter with the ancient trap, the crew continues down the hall. They see a dim light. It's the fabled Chamber of Choice. The room is mysteriously lit. Along the back wall, there are 3 statues, the jackal, the human, and the ibis. These correspond, of course, with our tokens, gold, status, and research, and we want the status. Make your choice. Oh, well, fame or knowledge. We're not going to get the fame, which is what I would have liked, because this crew member is very, very greedy and screams wealth. No, Hattis' greed gets the upper hand, and Hattis just snatches the golden jackal. You hear mechanisms click, the walls start to shift, and a secret room reveals itself. Okay. Plus 1 to 3 gold from collect, or 6 collect. In this case, I think I will probably just take the 6 collect. It's a treasure room, alright. The crew is so beguiled, they fail to notice the rumbling temple, and everyone starts grabbing treasure. Then Jean-Pierre reads the text on the wall out loud. Those who choose wealth deserve to be buried with her spoils. The whole place is coming down, you've got to flee. Fortunately, Hattis is very, very good at this and leads the escape. And we get some extra treasure. Awesome. Hattis escapes the temple as the entrance collapses. No one is hurt, and Hattis can dig out the rest of the crew with ease. Awesome. That's quite a few treasure hunts we got there. But outside the temple is a huge scorpion waiting to attack us. All right, well, there's that. Let's go take care of him. And there's our secret back for resolving the encounter aggressively. Awesome. Oh, it's just Hattis. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. He's not that strong, it doesn't seem like. All right, let's just wander up toward him. We're obviously not in range, but we're Hattis, so this is going to be incredibly easy because we're going to focus this turn. This Scorpion is not going to stand a chance here. Yeah, even the sharp buff we got while we were in there, 20% attack power, 20% speech power. Look at that, 97 attack power on Hattis right now. This Pain Ring request, 75 attack damage to a single target, should not be a problem. 88 damage, yeah, okay. Awesome. Very straightforward. And we'll get our secret. Very cool. With the Scorpion out of the way, Hattis can now start digging the crew out safely. Awesome. With that, your adventures in the Temple of Thoth have come to an end. Jean-Pierre will surely remember that ancient gods cannot be trusted with their boons. Okay, and Hattis is leveled up. Excellent. You know what? We're going to approach that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode so far. It's going very well. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And I will see you next time.